American workers deserve greater economic opportunity, and American businesses need more flexibility to innovate and invest here at home. One of the big things that's standing in the way is our outdated international tax system. Fortunately, leading economists and Washington lawmakers of all stripes are increasingly in agreement. Our current system is broken, and the time to fix it is now.
Many of us on the committee believe that tax reform is no longer optional. Rather, it is essential to help get our economy moving again.
It is very clear that our tax code is broken.
The last major reform was in 1986. Since that time, however, many countries have reformed their tax structures.
We have the highest corporate tax rate in the industrialized world. We're one of the few countries that taxes companies when they bring their money back home.
You have to deal with the corporate tax code, which the OECD research has identified as the single most potent anti-growth tax.
The reality is, our current tax code doesn't serve our national interests. Our uncompetitive tax rates stifle growth, and we have created a disincentive for companies to bring overseas earnings home to invest in American workers. The good news? We know what needs to change. Lower the rate, move to a modern international system, and let our workers reap the benefits.
U.S. multinational companies are a major source of jobs, productivity growth, investment, and R&D in the United States. They are highly disadvantaged in the current system by the high corporate rate and by the U.S. effort to tax their worldwide income.
That's why there's broad agreement that bringing down the corporate tax rate and moving to an integrated system, a so-called territorial system for taxing corporate profits, would make a lot of sense.
There are many aspects of the economy and a society that a reform would affect, but I think its effect on economic growth is by far the most important.
Outdated, uncompetitive, out of step with other major economies, American workers deserve better. The question is no longer if tax reform is needed, but how and when we can do it. The Lift America Coalition is helping to lead the discussion about tax reform in Washington, and we're pushing leaders on Capitol Hill to turn their attention to finding policy solutions. The time to act is now. Visit liftamericacoalition.org to learn more.